call, baby. We're on the way to the motherfucking Caribbean, bitch. That is Baddies Caribbean. Season 5, Episode 1. The season premiere of Baddies Caribbean aired this Sunday night, and you better believe we're going to talk all about it with the official recap right here on Damien After Dark. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat, all right? Also, click that thumbs up button and like this video. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm so more beautiful people like yourself can find me here and we can keep this party going, okay? Get in the comment section and join the conversation as well because I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the season premiere episode, okay? And last but not least, if you would like to join the Damien After Dark movement and support the channel here, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I will also post my Amazon wish list for those that choose to take that route. Thank you guys so much for the love, support, the donations, the subscribing, liking my videos, coming and talking to me on Sunday nights, on the lives, all that, okay? And speaking of, I do want to say, some of y'all may be wondering, well, Damien, you already did a Baddies recap. But this season, I'm trying to do the Baddies Caribbean after show live on Sunday nights, but I'm also trying to do the Baddies Caribbean recaps because a lot of you have told me over the past few seasons, or you told me last season when I started doing the lives that we like the lives, but we miss the recaps. So I'm trying to give you guys the best of both worlds. I'm trying to please everybody. And if you want to, really let your voice be heard, tune in Sunday nights right here on Damien After Dark at 9:30 p.m. Central Time for the Baddies Caribbean live after show, where we talk about the episode in real time right after it's aired. We get fresh perspectives. Everybody's reeling in their emotions and feelings from what happened, typically from the episode. And we kind of come together and we all talk shit, talk about the episodes, have fun. And, it's a key. So you don't want to miss that if you haven't already. Now, this is the recap. If you come in here looking for the actual episode, obviously you probably already noticed that ain't it. A lot of y'all come in here mad, like, where's the episode? Y'all, have you not figured it out by yet that YouTube does not really give you free content like that? Like, you gotta pay for that. Zeus Network, baby. $5.99, $6.99. It won't hurt you. I promise. Now, so let's get into this Baddies Caribbean episode 1. If I had to judge episode 1 on a scale of 1 to 10, we like to rate things around here on scales of 1 to 10, on 1 to 5 stars, you know what I'm saying? If I had to give it on a 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 5. Wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great, right? To me, it felt like the Baddies East, episode 21. I said that on the live after show the other night, because if you know that Baddies East had 20 episodes, right? This just felt like we've had a break in between, and then they released episode 21. Because, like, Anam and Roelly, Sapphire, Suki, Scotty, like, it was centered around all of them, Natalie, and it's like, what are we doing, ladies? What do y'all not understand, Zeus? What can you not get through your thick fucking skulls that we are tired of seeing the same girls every season? Yeah, you can bring the OGs, a few of your OGs back, but do we have to make the first episode all about them? And see, Zeus, this is the problem right here. Let me wake this bitch up. This is the problem right here. Because I know what you're doing. I'm not stupid. And a lot of the viewers out here that are watching too, you at home, I know you're not stupid either. Y'all prolong these episodes and make them 20 unnecessary long episodes to keep the money coming in, when in reality you have no content, you have no substance, there's no storylines, there's nothing fucking going on. So you have to draw these fucking episodes out, right? One scene that should last 5 minutes, if you film a 2-hour scene, if you film a 1 to 2 hour scene, that should be chopped down into 5-7 minutes. Like maybe 10 at most, but 10 is pushing it. They will film a 2-hour scene and show you An hour of it. It's unnecessary. Now, just like I talked about this on the Baddies Caribbean live after show the other night about how Calloway, I was a little bit interested in seeing her. Like, I wish they would have shown her. I wish we could have seen the Claremont twins in episode 1. I wish we could have seen, more of these new people. I don't give a shit about Roelly and Automatic's beef. We don't give a shit about Suki and Sapphire and their fake-ass fucking friendship for TV. I don't give a shit about what Natalie has to say, because we've seen her say the same fucking thing for 5 seasons straight. And then one of the main reasons that I wanted to see Calloway is because I think that Calloway is coming in this bitch like, I'm not kissing Natalie Nunn's ass. I'm coming in this bitch and I'm standing on my own 2 feet. And my opinion is, I think old homegirl needs to retire. And do I think that Zeus probably put a battery in her back? Probably. Listen, at the end of the day, Natalie can't just come and be on the show and do nothing each and every season. We've seen her get into some fights, right? But a lot of these girls are scared to really ruffle the feathers with her because they want to keep their job. Look what happened to her and Jayla, right? Her and Jayla was on Baddies South. They were into it the whole time. Natalie chopped her. She wasn't asked back for season 3 or 4. Now Jayla licked enough pussy and ass, allegedly, got back in Natalie's good graces. Now she's on season 5. Now if Zeus wants you bad enough, if Lemmy wants you bad enough, he overrides Natalie. And that's why I say, when Natalie talks about she's the boss bitch, she runs this, she really doesn't. And that's not a hating thing, because she is the executive producer. Yes, she did bring this show to Zeus, but you sold the show to Zeus, technically, in a way, if you think about it. You gave up your rights to this show when you put it on the network. Lemmy owns Baddies. Lemon Pepper owns Baddies. Natalie don't own Baddies. That's why I say he's the pimp, she's the madam. It's a pyramid scheme, allegedly. And do you also, one of the points I made was, do you guys think Natalie would have really casted Tommy or Calloway? Would you cast people that you knew fucking hated you? I mean, maybe Natalie, I can give Natalie the benefit of the doubt and say maybe she's playing as a good producer and saying, look, let's cast these 2 girls. I got issues with them. But at the same time, I don't think Natalie's pride and ego would let her do that. I think if she don't like a bitch, she's not giving her money. She's not. I'm not lining my enemies' pockets. We can have a show another way, okay? Now, Jayla and Biggie have some unresolved issues, as we see throughout this episode, right? Biggie made a tweet saying when she saw Jayla, she was going to slap her. We talked about this on the Baddies East After Show, how Biggie was doing a lot of talking on her YouTube channel. She was doing a lot of yapping, and that she was going to eventually have to answer to it because she didn't really say a lot of this to these girls' faces. But we saw throughout the episode that Biggie was on go. She was ready. I think she was prepared. Here's the thing. This is Biggie's 3rd run, right? She knows. And this is the thing about doing these types of shows, y'all. While it looks fun, like, oh, we're going to go get paid to go on vacation and have dinner and go out and party. While it looks fun, and it is, it's also very nerve-wracking because you're going into these situations, these dinners, these scenes with your guard up, especially Biggie. Now, somebody like you at home, or me, who would, well, I wouldn't say me because I've got experience from reality TV and I know what to expect. However, let's just say theoretically you or I going on to a show for the first time, we're not going to expect to really have our guard up, really. Like, we're going on the show, we're going to I guess if we saw the show Baddies, we would know that we're going to have to fight. But overall, I feel like Biggie went into season 3 like, be ready at all times, right? You never know what's going to happen, especially on this show. You never know who's going to swing on who's going to bring up what, who's going to fly across the table. So I got to give Biggie that. I gotta give Biggie that, is that and I'm glad that she stood up for herself. Now, she can't fight worth fuck, and we've always said that, but she's standing her ground, as she always has. Biggie's not my favorite. I do feel like she's very insecure at times, but I do feel like I'm seeing some growth and like an evolution of Biggie, and I hope that by the end of the season, I like her more than I dislike her. And as far as Jayla, y'all know I don't really care for Jayla, but I have kind of side with her on that one. You running your mouth online talking about you gonna slap me and shit. If I saw online where somebody said they're gonna slap me when they see me, and I saw them out, I would do the same thing. So you said you gonna slap me. What's T, sis? Let's go. Right? I mean, if you don't, you're a pussy ass bitch. Now, we see all the girls on a yacht, right? All the OGs, when I say OGs, I mean the girls from last season or any of the girls from prior seasons. We see Jayla, we see Scotty, we see Mariah Lynn, we see Sapphire, we see Biggie. Those girls, they're all sitting there with Natalie, and Natalie gives all these girls gifts, gives them all gift bags, and they, take out the gifts, and they have these Baddies chains. Like, I'm guessing it's real gold chains. I don't know. At one point, Zeus was allegedly giving the girls fake bags. That's what they were saying. I don't know if that's true, but that was back before they had a budget. Now, they balling now, so, I mean, I'm sure they have the money to buy these girls chains. But now, this is all a conspiracy. I don't know if this is true. This is my opinion, okay? Everything that is said in this video is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Just a little disclaimer. When I see the girls be gifted with diamonds and renecklaces and the watches and the Louis Vuitton and the Prada and, all these different things, paying girls rent, getting them apartments, buying them cars, things like that. On one hand, it's like, great, right? Great that this network is doing what Oxygen and the Bad Girls Club network never did, because the girls that came from Bad Girls Club, the girls that came from the Blueprint, they never made shit. They were treated poorly. And when I say that, I just mean in like aspects of like all the money Oxygen made off of Bad Girls Club, and the fact they paid those girls $500 a week is blasphemy. The fact that that network made probably billions, if not hundreds of millions, off of Bad Girls Club the years that it was on, and those girls got paid $500 a week. Bitch, I can go out here and make more than that out here at a 9 to 5. But I gotta go in a house, put my whole life out for everybody to judge, fight bitches every day, get drunk from sun to sun. What? But back to what I was saying. Zeus, on the other hand, it's the total opposite. You're showered with gifts. You're paid very well. Now, when I say very well, I don't mean, I think they deserve more than what they're getting on Baddies, because I hear that they only get like, I heard like your first season, you get like 10K, 15K, maybe 20 at most if you got a popping Instagram following, right? If you got 100,000 followers or something, you might get 20,000. If you're a Sukihana or something like that, you're going to get 50. If you've been around for seasons and seasons and seasons like Scotty and Natalie, you in the six figures. But let me get to the point. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep getting off topic. The spoiling the girls and love bombing them, when I say love bombing, like, showering them with gifts and all that, it gives coercion to me. Okay? Like, I get red flags. I get like an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend or somebody that you're dating when a man love bombs you. When you meet a man, y'all know when y'all meet somebody and they're just like too perfect to be true because they're doing all the right things and they're taking you out and they're paying your rent and they doing this and they doing that, and you're just like, he's doing all the right things, opening the door, calling you baby, sending the morning text, dicking you down, all that. Like, check. red flags, because nobody is perfect. I mean, not always red flags, because some people, listen, and can be like that in the honeymoon phase. But y'all get what I'm saying. What I'm gathering, what it seems like to me is that, like, let's overcompensate. Let's make it so good. I'm trying to put it in simple terms. I feel like Zeus is doing, let's make it so good for these girls with gifts and stuff that when it gets really bad and dark and ugly, that they don't want to say anything because of the, does that make sense? I feel like I can't really articulate what I'm trying to say, but it really feels like, they really gush these girls up with the gifts and the money and the private jets and the lights and the cameras. And by all means, I'm not hating. They should do great things for these girls, right? Because they're the ones making these people all this money and fighting for it. But with Zeus's history, with Zeus alleged, y'all know everything we've talked about here, it would not surprise me if this was all part of like a hush-hush thing. Like, look how quick Jayla pulled her statement back. Y'all know when Jayla came out saying, they put me on the side of the road. They were screaming at me. Lemmy was hollering at me and cussing me out and calling me everything. Look how quick she put that video out saying, y'all, I don't know what I was thinking. Zeus is a great company, and blink twice if you're fucking... Blink twice if you're in danger, Jayla. Like, that's what it was given. And those diamond necklaces were given that. Like, just another... And don't get me wrong. Like, it may not have been that at all. It could have very well have been, we're starting the season off, let's give the girls Baddies chains. It could be innocent, right? It could very well be innocent. Let me put that out there and give the benefit of the doubt. But, again, with their history, it gives coercion. Just saying. Scotty says in her introduction when she walks in that she, bitches be on edge, bitches are intimidated, bitches are scared when Scotty walks in. I'm like, now that's a fucking joke. I don't know what universe Scotty's living in, but she needs to land back down into Earth because, baby girl, ain't nobody studying or scared of Scotty May. I'm gonna start calling you Scotty May. Now, for some reason, we're forced to watch this sit down between Anam and Roelly that Natalie initiates, like we asked for that. I didn't even, like, I knew that Roelly and Anam didn't like each other, but I didn't realize it was like that deep to where we had to see a sit down between them. Again, this goes back to the lack of content. Zeus has nothing else to film. There's no storylines. There's nothing really going on. Let's have Anam and Roelly sit down and yell at each other and talk about how much they hate each other. But they're both on injured reserve. They're still spinning this injured reserve bullshit. I'm sick of it. We've talked about it. I've said it and screamed it to the rooftops until I can't scream it anymore. Roelly is being put on pause because they're putting her on ice because of the petition that was signed. Anna, she's not a fan favorite. She's just kind of like an extra. She was there, but she was annoying. She's like that little yappy chihuahua. They're just like, okay, shut up. She's like that little annoying sister that wants to hang out with all with her big sister, and they're just like, okay, come on, shut up, shut up, shut up. That's what Anna Mac's giving, and they didn't want to invest in her and bring her back and give her 6 figures or $75,000 or whatever. But she's allegedly sucking Lemon Pepper's dick and fucking on Lemon Pepper allegedly. So she gonna get her a little, let's give her an episode and shut her up. Let's put her on episode 1 and shut her up and say she's on injured reserve. Whatever. Now, she says that she got into a physical altercation and she broke her jaw, which is very believable. I'm not taking domestic violence lightly because that's a very serious situation that I've experienced, that I've witnessed amongst my own mother. I've watched her go through that. So it's nothing to take lightly. But with Anna Mac's track record, it's Thirst Bucket. It gives Thirst Bucket. It gives clout. To me, you're nothing looking wrong with her jaw. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't be in pain, or she couldn't have been hurting. But you was so quick to jump up and want to fight Roelly. You jumped up so quick, wanted to fight her. Is that jaw really that bad? Is it? And the same way that the Claremont twins and Aubrey O'Day had a contract that said they will not be fighting, why didn't they just give Anam and Roelly a contract that said they won't be fighting? If they're on injured reserve, like you say, Zeus, why didn't you give Roelly and Anam the Aubrey O'Day and the Claremont twins contract? Because they don't have to fight. That's not he said, she said. Jayla even said that out of her own mouth. You can go find it on YouTube. Jayla said out of her own mouth that before they started filming Baddies Caribbean, they had a big group production meeting with cast, with crew, with everybody. And that they made it clear that the Claremont twins and Aubrey O'Day were here just to hang out, be cute, have fun, and contribute to the conversation. No one was to attack them. Why didn't they do that with Anam and Roelly? Because there is no fucking injured reserve, y'all. I'm telling you, I know how this TV game works. I'm not saying it to toot my motherfucking horn, but I'm telling you because I know what's happening here. I know how this politicking shit go. Ain't no injured reserve. Why do you think it's called television? Tell a vision. They trying to tell you a vision. And it's a blurry one. And I see right through it. Oh, and another dead giveaway. Another dead giveaway. You know how they say that, you know that famous saying, a hit dog gonna holler? Now, I don't know if that's just a famous saying down here in the South where I'm from. It may be out west or out north or wherever you're from too. But they say a hit dog gonna holler, which meaning if you're guilty, you're gonna usually say something about it. And in Roelly's confessional, she couldn't help but say, yeah, you bitches thought that I wasn't gonna come back because of that funky petition y'all all signed. Joke's on you bitches, I'm back. Well, really, are you? Why aren't you going to the Caribbean with the girls then? Roelly, you're on injured reserve, but you're filming a whole show about your... This doesn't make sense to me. None of it adds up. And Roelly, I thought, like, y'all know I love Roelly. She's my favorite baddie. But I thought you were a real bitch. A real bitch would have kept it a buck and said, sorry to all my loyal fans and fuck the haters, but to my loyal subscribers and my loyal fans, Zeus did not ask me back this season. I'll see y'all next season. Or whatever. Like, just keep it a buck. Come on now. And Anna is the one who told us. Anna, and not that Anna's the most credible, but she was on her Instagram Live, and or she was somewhere, an interview or something, and she said they're not bringing Roelly back because of the petition. Zeus is a subscriber-based platform. If you have 300,000 people signing a petition, how many of those 300,000 people are going to cancel their subscription? 1% is what is 1% of 300,000? 30? 300? No. Yeah, 300. That's 300 people. 300 times 6, that's $1,800 they're losing. If the math's right. I don't know. Math wasn't my subject. I was more of an English girl. But yeah, y'all get it. Natalie tells them as soon as they get better, they can come back. Which that pretty much means we'll give you another episode or two towards the end of the season when you get better. That way they can make a little money. Anna and Roelly can, get their little coins. Everybody's winning here. Zeus don't have to give them a full-time contract, have them in every episode. Roelly and Anna can make a little change. Now, one of the things that Roelly said that I have to agree with is that Roelly said the biggest thing with Anna is that she runs her fucking mouth too much. And I agree with that 1,000%. And that's my problem with Anna, because a lot of y'all come in my live and say, well, what's the big deal, Damien? Why don't y'all like Anna Mac? And that's it. You can't talk cash money shit and not be able to back it up. I won't ever respect you. I won't ever respect you if you're one of those bitches who talk, and scream and holler and like don't let nobody talk and just, but you can't back it up with them fists. kind of weak bitch are you? Ew. Ew. And that's on a Mac. She should, but you know what? She's also so young and naive and insecure and just stupid and annoying. So, and we've yet to see. Have y'all ever seen Anna Mac whoop anybody's ass? We've yet to see her whoop anybody's ass. All she can do is sneak diss you. All she can do is hide behind security and jump on couches and scream. That's all she can do. She's all mouth. Trout mouth. That's what I'm gonna start calling her, is trout mouth. Oh, and if y'all notice, they played a gotta shout out to the Zeus editors, because they played a clip from the reunion of Anna Mac calling Roelly a fat ass ugly black monkey. That's what she, give or take a word. It was something along those lines. She used, and I hate even saying it, but she used those words to describe Roelly. Now, what kind of a human being is that? Because she's light-skinned and she's skinny, she thinks that she's the beauty standard and that she's just prettier than Roelly. When in reality, y'all would be surprised at how many men would hit Roelly over Anna Mac. And I'm thin myself, but a lot of men don't like thin like this, right? And a lot do, right? A lot do, but a lot don't. So, Anna, you're not like, I don't know if you think you're like Kim Kardashian or something. Like, yo, I don't know. But it's not giving that, baby. It's giving dope head. Because you act like you on some shit. I didn't say you was, but you act like it. Now, Anna tells Roelly, she says, you're not pretty and you're not fuckable. I said, ouch. God damn. Now, that was a read. I mean, man, I hate to give Anna that, but it was just so out of, like, left field. I wasn't expecting it from her because she's never really known how to read, in my opinion. She's always just been loudmouth, stupid, anything that comes out, like, I just never heard it, right? But when she loaded that gun, and I said, damn, I felt that. She said, you're not pretty and you're not fuckable. And not that it's true, but it just, I was like, God damn. Because I felt like that pissed Roelly off in the moment. It stuck her. I don't know why. Like, I felt like that really pissed her the fuck off. But she does look good in her confessional. Roelly, and listen, when she gets where she needs to be, these hoes gonna really be mad. Because what y'all gonna say then? What y'all gonna say then? It's always fat. What y'all gonna say when Roelly is giving body curve delicious? Pussy so delicious. I don't know about the pussy part, but what y'all gonna say when the body curve delicious? That's what I thought. Anna tells Roelly that she's going to lose her life because she's obese. And Roelly calls her Crackosaurus. And Crackazoid, I guess because she's so skinny. We see that Natalie hosts a dinner with the older baddies, and she wants to bring in the new baddies so everybody can get to know one another and mingle and talk and meet each other, which is pretty much code for let's set up a fight, right? The show is so predictable at this point. The format is the same every time. Meet up at a restaurant, meet up at the house, somebody fights, cut to a sneak peek for next week, pick up on that fight. The girls go to the club, they pop pussy, smoke weed, drink, talk about the drama the next day. Somebody fights again, cut. I mean, I could tell, I can probably already write out what episode or what season 5 is going to be about. I can already write it out. Now, she brings in Aubrey O'Day, which is from Danity Kane. Aubrey is from the girl group Danity Kane, which was created by P. Diddy. They were on Making the Band at one point, I believe. Danity Kane, that's where they were found from. Aubrey hasn't really worked in a while. That's why she's over here at Zeus. It's kind of a awkward casting choice. To me, it's giving stunt casting, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She's a wild card in this group, but it's giving stunt casting. Like, let's just cast somebody that's got a name for the hell of a stunt. I think that maybe they needed a token white girl. I think maybe they needed like a Sarah replacement or, something like that in the mix, even though Aubrey's not going to fight that we know of, but it's in her contract. Aubrey is, let's face it, she came to Zeus because she needs the money. She's broke. The music's not selling. The shows are not showing. The jobs are not coming in. Aubrey's on Instagram all day, faking it like she's in Greece and Mykonos, Greece, Africa, Zimbabwe, China. She's cropping herself into Google images of herself in Peru like this. When reality she's at home, and trying to make us think she's in Abu Dhabi when in reality she's at home. She got busted doing that. Now, I love Aubrey. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful girl. And I'm looking forward to watching her this season and seeing what she has to bring. Now, one of the things that she said that I was just like, ugh, Aubrey, really? She told the girls, I'm just really excited that Natalie called me to come on this vacation because with all the Diddy stuff going on right now, I really need a vacation. And I'm just like, I had to take a hit. I had to take a hit because I'm like, really? With all the Diddy stuff going on, like, what do you mean, girl? Like, I thought you would have thought Aubrey was brought out in cuffs when Diddy's home was raided. Now, disclaimer, maybe something happened to Aubrey in the past when it came to Diddy that we don't know about, that she has not shared. And if she has, forgive me for my comments, okay? Because I'm speaking about a situation that could have happened that I don't know about. But based off of what we know and what we see right now, it was confusing for her to say, with all the Diddy stuff going on, I need a vacation. Like, what? It's that stressful right now for you, girl? It just seemed like Aubrey was chasing a moment. It was like a clout chase. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to be insensitive, but now when Jayla and Biggie finally fought, it was ridiculous. Jayla had the nerve to say on Megan James' podcast, Megan asked her who was the best fighters on the cast, and she said her. She said, oh, me and Tasiki for sure. Bitch, are you delusional? Are you the best fighter? Based off that fight with Biggie, y'all both were. It was clownery. It was embarrassing. The way y'all are up there like playing patty cakes with one another. I said the other day, we need a Now That's TV girl in the mix. Right? Where is Liddy? Where is Liddy when you need her? Where is Ivory? That's the kind of girls we need in the mix. Now, Biggie says, she's fed up because she's, when Jayla brought up the whole, you said you wanted to slap me, Biggie felt like it was a setup, right? She told the girls, you know what, I'm going to go back to my room. I'm going home. I'm leaving. She said, because y'all got what you want. There you go. You got what you want. And Natalie's like, what? Me? I got what I want. What are you talking about? Like, Natalie, stop. You always play this dumb victim role. That's why I call Natalie an actress. When in reality, you knew that was Jayla's beat. Jayla had a beat before she walked in there and which I'll be talking and not explaining stuff that well. But a beat is something that a producer has in their computer before the scene starts that they want the person to talk about and bring up, right? That's called your beats, a beat sheet. They call it a beat sheet. And before the scene, you think about the things that you want the person to bring up. And in this case, the producer would know that Jayla has beef with Biggie, right? The internet beef. So one of the beats would be, Jayla is going to bring up to Biggie, are you going to slap me at dinner? Jayla is going to bring up the tweet that Biggie made about slapping her at the dinner table, right? And then when it came down to the scene, Jayla's producer would pull her to the side before the scene starts and would say, hey, Jayla, tonight I need you to bring up Biggie's tweet where she said she was going to slap you, okay? Find a way to bring that up. That's what her producer would do. So the fact that Natalie's like, huh, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Biggie. Nobody's setting you up. Nothing's going on. You know exactly what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Natalie was the one producing Jayla and telling her before, like, hey, now I don't blame Jayla for bringing it up. I would have brought it up too because you said you're going to slap me. But I still feel like someone made sure to tell her, like, don't forget, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Natalie. Natalie's been doing this shit forever. So she probably, you know, like it's like a natural instinct for her to like produce the situation. Now what I did think was interesting is that even Tasiki was taking Jayla's side in the confessionals. Now y'all know if I was taking Jayla's side, it's bad. And if Biggie's own friend was taking Jayla's side, because Tasiki said, you know, Biggie, everybody had something to say about you in the situation, but you only had a problem when Jayla said something. So, I mean, now we see towards the end of the episode, as the girls are sitting there at dinner, Bianca Bunny comes in, Bianca Bonnie or whatever her name is. She comes in, no hi, no hello, no how are you, no my name is, no handshake, no nothing. Just walks in and immediately attacks Sapphire or attempts to attack Sapphire. Now that I don't respect, because at least let everybody get to know you. Like, can we see what you look like? I know what you look like, sis. And this is your first impression. Obviously, a battery was put into her back as well. But I don't respect that, because you could have told the producer that told you to run up, no, I'd like to get to know everybody first. I'll run up after I talk to everybody or something. I don't know. But she's too busy trying to get her big one, get her big moment. Look at me. I'm going to be on the season premiere episode running up on bitches. When it's giving Thirst Bucket. It's giving Clout Chaser. It's giving I'm hungry for fame and attention and money, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'm turned off. Now, on the flip side, they are tearing this motherfucking restaurant up. Which we heard Natalie say, we've rented out the entire restaurant for the night. Which they have to. Nobody's letting Zeus Network come up in their restaurant and film. Nobody that knows about the network. Now, somebody that might not know, maybe a mom and pop restaurant that's never heard of the Zeus Network or anything. Yeah, come on in. And then they tear the motherfucking restaurant up. No, baby, no. No. Anyway. That is the end of our Baddies Caribbean Season 5, Episode 1, Season Premiere Recap. And I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on what you thought of the premiere episode. Did you have any new favorites? Did you have any OGs that came back that you were glad to see? Are you anxious to see the Claremont twins? What do you think about Aubrey O'Day joining the cast? Who won between Jayla and Biggie? Do you care for Suki and Sapphire? I didn't even bring that up. We didn't even talk about that because I don't even care for the whole Suki and Sapphire thing. To be honest, it seems like a TV friendship. I don't even think they probably hang out in real life. Sapphire seems not to really care about her. And word on the street, or Suki seems to not really care about Sapphire is what I meant to say. Word on the curb was one of my subscribers told me that Suki leaves the show, allegedly, because she finds out that Tommy's making more money than her. Now, according to Megan James, Megan heard an audio of Tommy talking to Lemon Pepper, where Lemon Pepper said that Tommy was making $150,000 for 2 days of work. Now, that's a check. For 2 days of filming in the motherfucking Caribbean, sign me up. And these other hoes over here fighting for a month straight, 3 weeks, for $10,000, $15,000. Bitch, are you out of your motherfucking mind? Listen, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, because you don't want to miss what's coming, okay? The Baddies Caribbean Live After Show will be merging with my podcast, Damien After Dark, Season 4, which airs at the end of this month, beginning of June. And we will still be talking Baddies Caribbean, but we will also be talking celebrity news, hot topics, pop culture, gossip, politics, sex, relationships, horoscopes, astrology, all that good stuff. You can ask me your questions here live on the show, and it'll be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. And I would love for you to join me. So you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications, okay? Also, make sure you like this video before you head out, because that's going to help me get into the YouTube algorithm, and more people like yourself can find me, and we can grow the family over here, all right? Get in the comment section, like I said, and leave me your thoughts and opinions. And if you want to donate to the Damien After Dark movement to help us grow even bigger, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for anyone that chooses to take that route. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Be yourself when everybody else is trying to be like everybody else. Be yourself. Stay true to yourself. Wake up every day and live it like it's your last, because we don't know when it's going to be our last day, right? Somebody didn't get to wake up today. Somebody took their last breath today. Be grateful, okay? Promise. I love you, and I'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. Bye.